A home rehab routine is a must for any stroke survivor who wants to continue making progress, but it can take up a lot of time out of your day. So let's talk about something really neat that can help you get more out of your home therapy in less time. What's NEAT? Non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT. And this is just a big phrase that refers to the energy that we expend when we're not eating, sleeping, or doing sports-like exercise. It includes the energy that we expend from standing, fidgeting, cooking a meal, performing our job duties, or cleaning the house. And it's these NEAT activities that can help you make more progress in your stroke recovery without committing hours of extra time to your home rehab routine. The time-saving power of NEAT. We all have limited time between commitments to our families, our jobs, our hobbies, and our social life. It can be hard to fit in a dedicated time to your home rehab routine. By including NEAT activities, it can help you make more practical progress in your therapy, as well as save time at the end of the day. Think about it like this. You need to get the laundry done, but your neurofatigue has kicked in and you're absolutely exhausted. So this might mean that you skip your home rehab exercises. And don't get me wrong, it is absolutely okay to take rest days when you need them. But too many rest days without enough rehab days can potentially cause a setback in your progress. So what do you do? Well, instead of throwing the towel in on your home rehab routine altogether, make the things that you already need to get done part of your home therapy. If you can, use your affected hand to load the clothes into the washer or take the clothes out of the dryer. If you have leg weakness, after you have loaded up your washer, stand at the washer and do some calf raises. And if you have balance problems, stand at the washer with either a couple fingers or a hand on it and close your eyes and try to maintain your balance, but only if you're safe enough to do so. And I know what you might be saying, okay, this is actually gonna take me longer when I'm trying to use my affected abilities when all I wanna do is just get the laundry done. And guess what? You're absolutely right. But here's the thing to consider. You're actually doing two things for the price of one. You're getting your laundry done, but you're also getting your home therapy done at the same time. NEAT and health. In addition to saving you time, NEAT is great for overall health and fitness. And we know that a focus on fitness after a stroke can be difficult, especially if you're experiencing many symptoms like one-sided weakness, trouble with safely standing or walking, if you've had mental health changes, vision changes, or balance problems, because you may not be able to engage in more traditional fitness areas like running, jogging, or cycling. But we also know that prioritizing health is so important, not just for improving our quality of life, but to also prevent secondary strokes or other illnesses and diseases. And this is where NEAT activities can have a huge impact on your health. If you're prioritizing weight loss or weight maintenance, it can actually help you to burn more calories throughout your day. In fact, per a 2004 review published in the American Journal of Physiology, Endocrinology, and Metabolism, the majority of our calories that we burn during activity don't come from dedicated exercise time. It comes from these NEAT activities. These NEAT activities are also easier to fit into your day. They don't require a dedicated amount of time or the need for you to leave and say, go to a gym. While you may exert more energy overall in a day using NEAT activities, it's less taxing than doing a really vigorous exercise routine in a shorter time period. And this is especially important to consider for someone who experiences neurofatigue, but still wants to make progress with their movement, strength, and balance and coordination. You also need less recovery time with NEAT activities than you do with traditional exercise because you're not hyper-focused in on specific muscle groups. You're using your body as a whole machine, and you're also not doing, explosive, intense bursts like some forms of cardio. NEAT activities are things that can be sprinkled in throughout your day. A good example of this is your step count, or how many steps you get in a day. We know that walking is a fantastic exercise if you're able to do it. So let's say that you're trying to get 6,000 steps in a day. Well, this doesn't mean that you immediately at the start of your day have to go out for 2 hours and walk just to try to get your 6,000 steps. Rather, you accumulate these steps over time throughout your day when you're, say, going out to get the mail, maybe going to the grocery store or a doctor's appointment, or just walking around your house. So we can actually view walking as a neat activity as well. And if you're interested in this topic, I made a video a while ago examining whether or not the 10,000 steps a day is the optimal number of steps you should get for health as well as to prevent secondary stroke. You can check out that video. Link is in the description or in the card above. NEAT and neuroplasticity. So we know that focusing on neat activities can help you save time in your home therapy routine and improve your overall health. But how does this directly impact stroke recovery? Well, this leads us right back to neuroplasticity. One of the principles of neuroplasticity is to make sure that you're doing things in rehab that are salient to you. And this just means that you're doing things that are meaningful and important. And this is because the brain prioritizes pathways that are related to things that are important to us. From the late amazing Dr. Peter Levine's book, Stronger After Stroke, he said, the more important the activity is to you, the more motivated you will be. The more motivated you are, the more recovery you'll get. Necessity drives recovery. So even though doing laundry may not be super exciting to you, it could still be considered important because it's something that you need to get done as part of your daily activity. Now you may be saying, okay, well that's great. I can't move my arm or stand and walk. How am I supposed to reap these neuroplastic benefits from these neat activities when I can't move the way I want to move? Dr. Levine also said, sometimes doing the activity is impossible because you just don't have enough strength and coordination. So you take the small steps necessary toward building strength and coordination. So let's look at the laundry example again to demonstrate how someone who has limited movement might be able to benefit from these neat activities and neuroplasticity. So let's say that you're not able to twist the cap off of the laundry detergent bottle. Could you instead use your affected arm to stabilize the bottle while your unaffected hand twists off the cap? If you can't reach into the dryer with your affected arm to pull the clothes out, can you pull them out with your unaffected side, pass them to your affected, and then let your affected arm put them into the basket? If you're struggling with standing and coordination, could you just practice standing at the washer and dryer without actually trying to load or unload them? Engaging in the things that are important to you and necessary for you to do is one of the best ways to help rebuild those neuroplastic connections between your brain and your body. Maximize NEAT for more progress. Here are some practical examples of how you can make neat activities part of your home therapy routine. Use your affected arm and hand to wipe down the kitchen counter. Practice lifting your child or your grandchild if it's safe to do so. Practice bending over and picking up your child or grandchild's toys off of the floor. Make a point to walk to your mailbox every day to get your mail. When you're showering or taking a bath, use your affected side as much as possible to wash your body and your hair. Get your clothes out of the closet with your affected side. Pet your animals with your affected side. Practice walking from going from one end of your home to the other. And when you're cooking, stand if you're able and incorporate both of your hands as much as you can. If you enjoy gardening, use your affected side as much as you can when you're planting new plants or when you're weeding out the garden. So start incorporating neat activities into your home therapy routine so that you can ultimately save time, improve your overall health and fitness levels, get more done around the house, and of course, make more progress in your stroke recovery journey. Remember to check out my video on whether 10,000 steps is the optimal number for health and secondary stroke prevention. And of course, if you found this video helpful, please make sure to leave it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already or you're new here, and click the bell to get notifications for when I post new videos. Post Stroke is a nonprofit and you can help us keep our content free, either by giving us a super thanks by clicking in the YouTube bar below, by giving us a one-time donation via PayPal, or by becoming a Patreon member, where in exchange for a monthly donation, you get access to cool perks like social media shoutouts, behind the scenes footage, and even YouTube shoutouts, of which I have some today. A huge thank you to all of our patrons, and a special thank you to Heather G, Ryan D, and Modus Nova in our Empowerer tier. We can't do what we do without you all. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.